Hello, my fellow Geminis. Welcome. I'm Ivy Rivera, Psychic Medium. This is your monthly horoscope for September 2019. What is happening with you, Gemini, this month? I have a few dynamic days really jumping off the paper here, and I want to go ahead and start with the 3rd. I want to say that on the 3rd of the month, this is a good opportunity for you and one other person to explore the nature of your relationship. It's going to come about through natural circumstances. You two seem to have karmic contracts together. There seems to be soulmate connection, and this does not have to be romantic by any means. What I mean by karmic contracts and soulmate connections here is really more in terms of work. It's in terms of accomplishing a task together and also learning lessons that are supposed to be learned. In this particular instance, though, on that day, what I'm actually feeling is that the two of you are getting together. It's like a big think tank. It's like you're trying to come up with solutions. It's as though you are helping each other in a very childlike way, an innocent manner of coming together and investing not only the thought and the verbal skills and the time and energy, but also the emotional element of this is really in the forefront. And I think it's very sweet, but it should not be minimized. This is a very dynamic coming together of the two of you with a ton of problem solving solutions. So it's very, very powerful. Examine what that relationship means on a larger scale in your life, because that is a marking point for the two of you. Now, between the 5th and the 6th, I have an interesting solidifying process going on here with some business plans. I feel that for anywhere from the last 4 months to even 9 months, possibly even into the last year, you had some business opportunity that was going back and forth and back and forth. And it was looking as though this thing might not happen, but it recently resurrected itself. And between the 5th and the 6th, I have you being in a unique position to take charge of this opportunity and to make it once and for all something that goes to contract or becomes stabilized. There's a foundation that can now start to be built. And it really is coming, even though you weren't originally in the power position, it's coming from you understanding that the people involved that are in the position of power really want this deal to go through. So if they want this, you need to be able at that time to not just be subservient and go along with whatever it is that they want just because you also want to see it go through. I think this is a really good time for you to come to the table and renegotiate. Okay, so aim high. You'll get what you want out of it, and it will be going forward finally. Between the 7th and the 8th, we have a little bit of a turning point, and it may look very different to you. The 7th will look completely different from the 8th, and what we're really talking about here is the closing of a chapter, a leaving behind of something that was building for many years. It's as though you're expelling, it's almost like, shedding your skin, leaving what no longer serves you as you move up to the next level. So the 7th would still be this very energetic time of getting the details worked out, and on the 8th, it's as though you're childlike again. It's as though it's a new skin. It's a new beginning. And I see you approaching a door. When some of you Geminis are approaching this door, it's closed once and for all. And at least you know that that door is closed. For some of you Geminis, I saw it opening. And that is going to be this brand new beginning and this brand new adventure, regardless. And we don't want to look at things like this as black and white, yin yang, okay, good and bad. A new beginning is a new beginning regardless. So we're going to see that on the 8th. Between the 15th and the 16th, I have you working with a group of people. This is a very new dynamic. The people themselves don't seem all that new in your space. This could be due to past life connections. It could be due to karmic contracts. But it felt to me like it might also be very literal for many of you. Like you already know this group of people. And you've been working with them for quite some time, but not to this degree. So I see you guys putting in, like a tribe, a ton of teamwork. I see you also learning together, figuring out how to build something. And the building of this thing really seems to be for the greater good. So it's you guys coming together for a larger purpose. It's not just to meet your own personal needs. And what I really like about this is that I see everybody working side by side. And to me, that really feels a lot like camaraderie, everyone trying to be in community and work on the same level, even though we have different skill sets. Everyone is appreciating the other one's skill set. And there's a real open sense here that the transparency is key and everyone feels comfortable. Okay, no hidden agendas, just hard work together for the greater good. This is the beginning of what is to be something much, much bigger down the road. Between the 20th and the 21st, I have a loss of love. Now, for some of you, this could be loss in the literal sense of something that you loved or someone that you love. And for others, it feels to me like it's more about new beginnings. It's about a regeneration. And it was looking to me like for those of you where we're talking about romantic partnerships, we are either taking this relationship up to the next level or we are letting go of something that was really already deceased. You do have a lot of support during that time, so tap into your ancestors, your grandmothers, your maternal energies on the other side. They will especially be visiting you in your dreams. And I want to say avoid bad habits, okay? This is not a time to go out and, get wasted and, pop pills and try to escape the reality of the situation. Because for some of you, it even feels, and that could just be the Gemini tendency, but even though it's a good thing, even though it's a relationship moving up to the next level, you may have the same tendencies to do that just to escape what you're feeling. Again, with this, a loss is not a loss. A loss is an opportunity to rebuild and start going in the right direction. Okay, the 25th, I have you feeling more in control, more powerful, more productive than you have felt in a very, very long time. So the image that I'm getting for you on the 25th is a red hot sports car going fairly fast. I feel like this is symbolic of prosperity, obviously, with the car being red, but it's also about your joy, your sense of being rooted and grounded, and also this empowerment that you feel has been earned. Okay, it was a long time coming and you're finally getting it. I just want to say celebrate. Okay, that's your time in the sun. Take it all in. And then, because here comes on the 26th, the 27th, and the 28th, I'm hearing that you're going to have a lot of extra power in your mouth, okay? In your throat chakra. This is all about your communication skills. It's imperative that on those days you are using it. If you were thinking of launching a YouTube channel or doing some type of an interview, teaching a new class, if you have an opportunity to speak in front of a group or you move up into a leadership position, whatever it is all about your communication on those days. But on those days, we have a couple other interesting things going on. I have a sneaky fox around the 27th. There is some type of a situation. I feel more masculine energy connected to this. And that can still be a female who carries more masculine energy. But it feels to me that someone was trying to pull the blinders over your eyes and prevent you from seeing some key things that you really did need to see. This feels to me like it might involve your work or your money. So be mindful. That's a time to really explore everything. And so it's like, well, you're communicating in certain areas. You're also being watchful and quiet in a couple other key areas. On the 28th, I'm seeing a major increase with your money, but it's almost like before you can get that, you have to uncover these hidden areas and you have to figure out what you're going to do to get rid of them. I'm hearing displaced information, and then it seems that you have a ton of potential. I would almost guarantee you're going to come out on top. As long as you're following the directions and doing the hard work that you need to put in, you will come out of this having a better understanding of what's required and eliminating some of this. And if you have to be a bit even assertive, even to a point of almost like aggression and a bit cutthroat, you do what you need to do, but get it out of there around the 28th, and things will be able to progress at the rate that this opportunity is worthy of and that you are worthy of having. Okay, let's reap these benefits. Gemini, looks like a lot of focus for you this month. Definitely a few obstacles coming in to throw you off your track, but your path in general is all about power, new beginnings, and prosperity. I see you taking it one way or another, even if you have to shed some things that weren't really working for you anyways, and that's always what's going to be best. All right, I hope to see you again for what will it be, October, for your monthlies. In the meantime, I do a show on Instagram and Facebook Live called Ask a Medium, where I take your personal questions and I give your weekly horoscopes, so I will be putting up some of those. And the next show for that is, do you know when our next Ask a Medium show is?
It is September 11th.
September 11th, that's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern. And on that day, we are actually launching for the first time our YouTube live channel. Okay, hope to see you guys then. Thanks so much.